So in this lecture, I'm going to talk about his background, his studies, and majorly his influences on him. And in coming lectures, we'll talk about his theories. So today we'll have a discussion on Talcott Parsons. He's a contemporary sociologist and played a significant role in making American sociology really popular. So as I have explained in my previous lectures, that it is really important for us to have some basic understanding of thinker's background. So in this lecture, I'm going to talk about his background, his studies, and majorly his influences on him. And in coming lectures, we'll talk about his theories. So this is the period 1902-1979 in which he was born. 1979 was the year in which he died. Now, Parsons is really important to us for these two theories, social system and pattern variables. Okay, so this is two topic which is mentioned in our UPSC syllabus as well. So we need to see what were the circumstances, why he talk about such important theories in this contemporary scenario. Okay. So let's see his background first of all. Okay, before discussing about his background, this is how UPSC frame questions. For instance, how is social equilibrium maintained into Parsonian framework? It was asked in 2015. Let's see some recent question. So in 2022, we have got the question. Critically analyze Parsons' views on society as a social system. Then relevance of pattern variables in the study of social change. So this is how we are getting questions on Talcott Parsons. Now, this is his early life and education. He was born in Colorado in 1902 to a family that emphasized the modest and disciplinary lifestyles. His father was congregational minister. Okay, so this is what we will see. Now, he studied in the London School of Economics and then he went in Heidelberg in Germany, where he got introduced by the writings of Max Weber. And then we will see in coming lectures that how Max Weber had a huge impact on Parsonian writing. Then he joined Harvard University in 1927 as an instructor in the Department of Economics, and then he played a key role as a founding member in the establishment of Harvard Interdisciplinary Department of Social Relations, combining sociology, cultural anthropology, and social psychology. So this is some of the information we can see. Now, let's have quick discussion on his contributions and achievements. So we can say that in sociology, he is definitely really significant to us for his theory on structural functionalism. Okay, so he developed also a concept called sick role in his work on the sociology of health and illness. And then he received numerous national and international awards and honors during his lifetime. Okay. As in the beginning of my lecture, I have said that how Parsons played really important role in shaping American sociology. Okay, because when American sociology came into its existence, already we did have a French sociology, German sociology, who added very strong roots. Okay, so when American sociology evolved, in that Parsons played really important role. Now, what was going on in America during this time? Parsons was really active in writing about sociological theories. So in the 1930s, when Parsons returned to the US after completing his Ph.D. at the University of Heidelberg, American sociology was still evolving, right? And then at that point of time, the main focus of sociology was on empirical studies of urban communities, characterized by rich ethnographic tradition pioneered by Du Bois and consolidated by sociologists such as William Thomas at the University of Chicago. So when sociology was evolving in 1930 in America, it was really focusing on urban problems. Okay, So when Parsons have started writing, he brought a really important point that how we need to have a sociological theories in order to understand structures of society. And then he brought a really important theory of social structural functionalism, social system, pattern variables, and so on. Okay, so the Chicago School of Sociology was active from 1915 to 1935, and this is what you can say critical understanding, and especially focus was there on urban communities in America. Okay, so there Parsons' roles we can see. Now, he acted as a bridge to the classical tradition. He focused on theories, stimulated peers and successors to enrich contemporary theory. He simply says that we need to have some important contemporary sociological theories. Okay, so he criticized for highly generalizing grand theory, abstractions, and social conservatism. Okay, so you people might think that how to produce good answers, how to understand these thinkers. And in understanding, is it relevant, understanding their background or not? So here I would say that yes, it is really important to know some points of their background. Okay, so when America was writing on making its ways on sociology, you can say that Talcott Parsons undoubtedly played a key role. Okay, so he bring focus to the theories, because American sociology at that point of time were just talking about problems coming out of urbanization and industrialization. Okay, so this is what you can say. So he really criticized grand theories and abstraction and social conservatism. So these kind of the point, it's really very important for us to write some introductory lines in our answer. So for instance, if I have got a question on system theory, जैसे अभी Talcott Parsons पे 2022 पे क्वेश्चन आया, that critically analyze the system theory given by Talcott Parsons. तो यहाँ पे आप लिख सकते हैं that he is the founding father in American sociology, contemporary sociologist in America, when sociology was evolving in America, how it was not focusing on theories, it was on critical understanding, urbanization, and it was Parsons who played a key role. So these lines can help you to write a quick introduction in your exam. So Parsons was determined to provide a systematic, abstract, and generalizable theory of social action. He wanted sociology to be theoretically informed science. Okay, so you can say this line that he really worked hard to make sociology as informed science, whose analytical laws would be applicable to any society, and he saw the development of theory as essential to the growth and maturation of sociology. Okay, so he gave role of theory, you can say, and systematic theory. So Parsons viewed theory as essential for the growth and maturation of sociology, considered the state of systematic theory as a crucial indicators of the maturity of science, and he very well developed systematic theory. So systematic theory, according to Parsons, involves generalized conceptual scheme which can be applicable to any society, logical integration of different elements, practical applicability in empirical research. Okay? And then he talk about that what is the functions of theory. So theory serves two primary functions according to Parsons: facilitation of descriptions, facilitation of analysis. Describe theory as a term encompassing generalized conceptualization. Okay, so this is what we can say that Parsons have explained that theories are really important, and he has explained the function of theory. It helps us to have a lot of descriptions of social phenomena, and also it helps us to understand various social phenomena, and we can have a proper analysis. So Parsons distinguished between a theoretical system and discrete theories. Okay, so today we'll also see influences on Talcott Parsons. Okay, so we can just simply say that he blended theory and data. Okay, so he was committed to developing a generalizable theory of society that other sociologists would apply in specific societal contexts and use to make sense of the empirical data they gathered. So, Parsons rejected an empiricism which blindly rejects the help of theoretical tools. He strongly argued for a synthesis between theory and data. तो theory और data का synthesis के ऊपर Talcott Parsons ने काफी ज़्यादा emphasize किया है. Now, we should see the influences on Talcott Parsons to understand his theories in coming lectures. So, definitely Max Weber, and we know that Max Weber was a German sociologist and he had a significant influence on Parsons. Parsons translated Weber's work into English, including the Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. Parsons' views on Weber's ideas about social action, the sociology of religion, and the concept of ideal times. Okay, and the next thinker is Emile Durkheim. Now, Emile Durkheim is a French sociologist, and Parsons drew on Durkheim's ideas about social integration, social order, and the importance of social structures. And he emphasizes on Durkheim's role of institutions and the collective concise and lasting impact on Parsons' work. So basically, Talcott Parsons के ऊपर जो major influences रहा है, उनकी जो theory पे अभी discuss करेंगे, the structures of social action, social system, pattern variables. There we will see that Talcott Parsons के काम में उन्होंने एक तरीके से blend किया है Weber's के ideas को और Durkheim's के ideas को. Now we know that Weber is interpretivist and Durkheim is positivist. So Durkheim is saying that in order to understand social world around us, we need to have objectivity. That means that we do not have to consider the experiences of individuals in order to gather our data. Okay, so we need to apply scientific methods as methods which is employed in natural sciences. Whereas Max Weber is saying that if we have to understand our world, we do have to know subjective understanding of individuals. So we cannot just simply understand our society by using some rules, regulations and laws the way we apply in sciences. This is what Max Weber is saying. So Max Weber is emphasizing that we need to have some sort of micro-analysis too in order to understand grand theories of societies. So here, what Talcott Parsons have done, Talcott Parsons have taken positivism approach and also anti-positivism approach given to us by Max Weber. And then he has blended. He says that in order to understand society and the influences, the role of society and structure is also important, as well as how individual is acting in that structure is also very important. So he had given theories of social system. So social system, he is analyzing from two perspectives. So this is a beauty of Talcott Parsons in examining theories, and then very well he applied that how we can make such theories which can be applicable to any society. So यहाँ पे आपको focus यही रखना है. जब हम आगे discuss करेंगे social system theories को, so we need to understand कि पर्सनालिटी सिस्टम, कल्चरल सिस्टम, सोशल सिस्टम कैसे इस्टेब्लिश हुआ है, इसमें सोशल एक्शन कैसे इंडिविजुअल्स को हम रीड करते हैं, एक्टर का क्या रोल है. टैलकट पार्सन इज कॉलिंग इंडिविजुअल एज एक्टर. तो ये समझने के लिए आपकी जो क्लासिकल सोशियोलॉजी की अंडरस्टैंडिंग है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वेबर ने क्या कहा है, डर्कहाइम ने क्या कहा है, उन दोनों पे किसका इन्फ्लुएंसेस था, तभी आप टैलकट पार्सन की थ्योरीज को आप अच्छे से समझ पाओगे. Besides Talcott Parsons' influences, Emile Durkheim ka, Max Weber ka, we also have other influences. Alfred North Whitand, the philosopher Alfred North Whitand influenced Parsons particularly in terms of his approach, the philosophy of science. So Whitand processed philosophy and ideas about the nature of reality and change, influenced Parsons' theoretical framework. Then also George Herbert Mead, an American pragmatist philosopher. So Mead's ideas on symbolic interactionism and the role of symbol in shaping human behaviors were integrated into Parsons' work. Then Emile Bottrox. Emile Bottrox, a French philosopher, influenced Parsons' approach to the philosophy of science and his understanding of social system. So Bottrox's ideas on holism and the interrelatedness of social phenomena contributed to Parsons' theoretical framework. Then we have Bronislaw Malinowski, and he is a very important structural functionalist too. हम आने वाले lectures पे इनको discuss करेंगे. Although it is not directly mentioned in UPSC syllabus, but definitely that is what we do have to understand. Okay, sociology में ऐसा नहीं है कि जो thinkers mention है सिर्फ उसी में से UPSC question पूछ रहा है. Every year UPSC is a think tank of our country. ठीक है, तो आप लोगों के लिए सरप्राइजेस हमेशा रखते हैं. अर्जुन अपुरद्राय पे क्वेश्चन पूछा, एडविन गॉफमैन पे क्वेश्चन पूछा, राइट, रॉबर्ट माइकल पे क्वेश्चन पूछा. तो आप लोगों को ये समझना होगा, आपको अंडरस्टैंड करना होगा दैट व्हाइल अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस क्लासिकल थिंकर्स और कंटेम्प्रेरी थिंकर्स, उनको किन किन लोगों ने इन्फ्लुएंस किया है. फॉर इंस्टेंस, अगर आप ग्लोबलाइजेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, ग्लोबलाइजेशन की अगर आप बात कर रहे हैं, सो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड सम इम्पोर्टेंट थिंकर्स, एंड अर्जुन अपुरद्राय इज अ इम्पोर्टेंट थिंकर, जिसमें यूपीएससी ने लास्ट ईयर 2023 पे क्वेश्चन पूछा था. एडविन गॉफमैन, ही इज नॉन पॉजिटिविस्ट. तो आपको थोड़ा सा आइडिया लगना चाहिए दूसरे और थिंकर्स का भी. ओके, सो दिस वाज माय टिप. नाउ Bronislaw Malinowski is a structural functionalist and really important, and in coming lectures we also have to discuss him as well. Then we have Alfred Marshall. So he was economics. Alfred Marshall influenced Parsons' understanding of economic theory and its relationship of sociology. Parsons incorporated elements of economic theory into his sociological analysis, particularly in his early work. Okay, so Alfred Marshall, Bronislaw Malinowski, Emile Bottrox, Mead, Alfred North Whitand, and definitely Durkheim and Weber. अब इन सब का इन्फ्लुएंसेस आपको ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपको पैराग्राफ्स में लिखना है. डेफिनेटली आप अपने आंसर्स को क्रिएटिव करने की कोशिश करते हो. ओके, सारे ही एस्पिरेंट्स whosoever is writing mains, they have this clarity in their mind that they are competing for exam. ना ही वो ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हैं, ना ही वो मास्टर्स कर रहे हैं, और PhD तो कर ही नहीं रहे. ओके, तो कोई कॉम्पिटिटिव कोई ग्रेजुएशन या मास्टर्स का कोर्स है ही नहीं. इट्स अ कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन, बट इट इज UPSC, राइट? इट इज फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज. तो सिविल सर्विसेज में कंपटीशन बहुत ज़्यादा है, इसमें तो कोई डाउट ही नहीं है. सो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाइल यू आर competing and you are writing your answers, your competitors maybe is from PhD background, maybe is someone who have written mains twice, बहुत बारी वो मेंस लिख चुके हैं, उनका एक होल्ड आपसे ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा. Whereas एक पॉइंट ज़रूर ये समझना है कि जब तक आप डीपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं करते हैं किसी भी टॉपिक को, आप छोटे you cannot write in 50 words और 300 वर्ड्स में आप एक अच्छा कॉम्प्लेक्स आंसर नहीं लिख पाओगे. ओके, सो अब ये जितने भी इन्फ्लुएंसेस, जितने भी थिंकर्स आपने भी पढ़े हैं, ज़रूरी नहीं है एज आई वाज सेइंग कि आप उसको पैराग्राफ में लिखो. आप क्रिएटिविटी दिखाओ. यू कैन मेक योर सम सॉर्ट ऑफ फ्लो चार्ट. आप एक फ्लो चार्ट बनाओ. इन्फ्लुएंसेस ऑन टैलकट पार्सन. इन्फ्लुएंसेस ऑन टैलकट पार्सन, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप इस तरीके से कोई फ्लो चार्ट बना सकते हैं. You are writing something and then you can say influences on Talcott Parsons, and then you can write about Emile Durkheim, you can write about Max Weber, you can write here about Malinowski, Bottrox, okay, and Alfred. So इनके एक दो पॉइंट आप बना सकते हैं. फिर आपके आंसर में ये फ्लो चार्ट जब दिखेगा तो ये एक अच्छा लुक देगा, एक क्रिएटिविटी देगी. ओके, सो आई होप यू लाइक माय लेक्चर. आपको ये समझना है दैट बिफोर अंडरस्टैंडिंग complex theories given to us by sociologists, we need to have good hold over their influences and background. So thank you.